Yo, what is going on, YouTube? My name is Billy, or Billy TKO. If you guys do not know, Vengeance Day just finished up. And man, oh man, oh man, was it a very, very interesting show. And I think you guys probably feel the same way. Now, I'm going to have you guys in the chat. We're going to discuss in the chat. We're going to talk about it. I want to get your guys' thoughts on Vengeance Day. Obviously, the ending was absolutely insane. Definitely something that we seen coming. I think that's fair to say. I think we all seen Carmelo Hayes eventually turning on Trick Williams. It was only a matter of time now whether they were going to do it with the championship, whether they weren't going to do it with the championship. That all kind of hung in the balance a little bit. But to see how they did it, I was actually a really big fan of it. I mean, call me crazy, but it was genuinely like the way they did it was solid. You know, at the end they showed the little ending screen, and then you feel like, oh, you're my brother, all this and that, and it's like, no, I'm not, and I'm fully aware, and I know exactly what you're trying to do, and man, when I say that, like, I felt something when this happened, like, I genuinely did. I felt it in my gut. I was like, oh, this is happening, and it's about to happen now, and it's serious. It was just such a interesting show, and the way that they did it again was also interesting. Now, if you guys don't know, I normally do these shows with Ango. Ango actually had some other things going on tonight, so I told myself, I said, well, regardless, I am going to be going live and talking with you guys in the chat, because you guys are absolutely awesome, and you guys have really changed my life in the last little while. You know, ever since I started doing these with Ango and stuff like that, they've been very, very fun. So definitely, guys, if you like, feel free to talk on in the chat. We can talk it up in the chat. We can have a conversation. All of that good stuff. So definitely feel free to leave your comments. I'll be reading them all. I want to get your guys' initial thoughts on Carmelo Hayes actually turning on Trick Williams. Now, also, some other cool things happened tonight, like the opening match. The opening match, it kicked off with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams in a tag team going up against Bron Breakker and Baron Corbin, the War Dogs. And man, I think it's fair to say that Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker, whether you like to believe it or not, those guys, they look absolutely outstanding together. They look like a solid tag team through and through. They're absolutely outstanding. Now, obviously, we know Bron Breakker is eventually going to go up to the main roster. That's kind of it's inevitable, especially the way that they're teasing it. But him and Baron Corbin, I'm actually like a really big fan of. Like, I didn't think it was going to stick with me the way that I initially thought it would, but dude, when I say that, like, they hit the nail on that one, like, that was solid. And then obviously you've seen a little bit of teases going into what would happen later on in the main event with Trick Williams and Baron Corbin, or Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. Excuse me, I don't know why I said Baron Corbin, but genuinely, I thought like this was everything that it needed to be in my eyes. That match did everything it was supposed to do. Baron Corbin, Bron Breakker, they win. Baron Corbin, it's really funny. It's actually really funny how that happened. You know, 9 years ago, 9 years in the making, he actually lost in the whatchamacallit, Dusty Rhodes Classic. So they kind of played into that. And then there was another match that really got me throughout the night, and I'm just going to kind of run through the match card again. You guys feel free to leave your comments whenever you'd like. And again, I know this isn't what me and Ango normally do. This isn't the Ango show. No. I understand it's not the Ango show. Nope, this is mine. This is what I'm going to be doing. I figured, you know, hey, if Ango has something to do, I really want to get in here and talk to you guys and feel it out, see if the live thing is for me, see if I could do it, if it fits well with me doing it by myself. Obviously, again, guys, feel free to drop your comments in the chat, and we can talk it up in the chat. Now, another big match that happened was a Dijak and Joe Gacy. And this was everything that I needed it to be. Joe Gacy looks crazy, reminds me so much of Baron Corbin, and I absolutely, and I mean absolutely, love what Joe Gacy is doing in NXT. I do. I think it is absolutely outstanding. I think they've booked him the best that they possibly could, and it looks outstanding. Now, obviously, Joe Gacy has been dealt, a couple hands. He had Heartland, and then he had, if I'm not mistaken, he had the Schism, I want to say it was called. And those things just ended up not working out in his favor. But I always felt like Joe Gacy didn't necessarily need anything like that. Joe Gacy really is like one of those standalone guys where it works for him and it does well for him. So, like, when you see him hanging on the ropes and he's upside down and he's looking at Dijak, number one, instantly I think of Bray Wyatt, and I think of everything that Bray Wyatt ever did. And I'm like, man, oh man, I love that. I love that so much. Now, again, whatever that means, it's just awesome. Juan, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. I'm just here talking through the show, giving you guys a rundown on it. And again, you guys feel free to comment in the chat. That way we can keep this thing going. I definitely want to talk to you guys. Feel free to drop your comments. I'll read them all. I'll talk in the chat with you guys. We can have a good time. So again, appreciate you guys. Love always. Now, Dijak is a menace. He's like a menace to society. It works for him, right? The dude comes out in this black trench coat and he looks sick. Jojo, what's up, man? How are you? I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping into the show. But yeah, no, Dijak looks like a absolute monster. He's booked very, very well. And win or lose, I think he looks good regardless. I think he's just one of those guys that whether he wins or loses, you're going to get behind him no matter what. And obviously, if you guys follow him on Twitter, his Twitter is hilarious. I think he tweeted something out about Okada a while ago, and he was like, "Oh, well, I don't care about Okada coming into the company if he's not wrestling or something like that." Yeah, no, it's just a very interesting dynamic with Dijak. Then, one thing I want to mention about that match was the toys. Did you guys see the toys? Everybody seen the toys that got spilled onto the table? I wanna really ask everybody: have you guys actually stepped on them, Jacob Andrews? That Trick match was actual fire, just got here, but wow, that was a masterpiece. Trick is the most electrifying wrestler I've seen in a while. It was like watching Rocky, bro. Dude, absolutely, Jacob, dude, I fully agree with you. That shit was insane, and like the magnitude of Trick Williams and the overwhelming feeling that I get from him is absolutely outstanding. That guy really just knows how to gravitate. It's actually insane when you think about it. This guy completely gravitated me in and pulled me in, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, this guy is great. He's fun to watch, and it's exhilarating. Let's be real here. So, and then at the end, dude, when they did that with Carmelo, it's like, man, oh, man, that is awesome. That is awesome. And you've seen how much heat Melo got at the end, rightfully so, right? That's what they're doing for the heel. Yeah, no, I loved it. It was like watching Rocky. I agree. Jojo said, used to watch the old NXT days truthfully, but I'm just seeing how the show went. I did see Melo turned heel. Yes, he did. Melo, in fact, did turn heel. He is no longer going to be walking around with Trick Williams, and we finally got to the answer to everything that we kind of already knew. If you're a consistent watcher of NXT, there was obviously like ambushes and stuff that happened, so it just kind of answers that question of everything that happened with all of those things leading up to this. Everybody knew. Everybody knew it was Carmelo Hayes. I mean, you've seen the writing on the wall. I do wish that maybe they changed it a little bit. But I also understand why they didn't, because at the end of the day, it's just one of those stories where you don't have to go too in depth with it. You can just let it be what it is. So they did an outstanding job in my eyes. Pee-wee, yo, what is up, my man? How you doing? I hope your night is good. I hope all of your guys' night is good, and I hope you guys enjoyed this show as much as I did, because I genuinely thought this show was outstanding. It was so much fun. I loved it. I really did. But again, I really want to know, did you guys see the toys? Everybody in the chat, did you guys see the toys that Joe Gacy spilled out? And have you guys ever actually like stepped on a Lego? Uh, uh, Jojo, just found you, to be honest. I watch you on Ango show as well, though. Yeah, Ango, we appreciate Ango over here. Ango is the man. He is the guy. He is the legend. Don't let it be fooled. Ango is the legend. He was actually busy tonight because the original plan was me and Ango were going to go live and we were going to do the Ango show, but other things happened. The toy spot was hilarious. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I could not get enough of it because I know how it feels. I've stepped on a Lego at like 3 a.m. I think if anybody has stepped on a Lego, you have to understand that spot hurt. I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. Those cars are everywhere. See, Jacob, you know that's pain. That's pain. And you just feel it. It hurts. It's no fun. It is no fun at all. But yeah, no, that match between Dijak and Joe Gacy was absolutely outstanding. I loved it. I thought it was great. There was another spot in there where they used the trash can and Joe Gacy actually like headbutted him with the trash can on his head, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Yes, I have stepped on a Lego before, and that shit sucks. Yeah, that shit's it's the worst. It's no fun. It's no fun, and seeing it off of a table makes it that much worse. Clicks, every match tonight was a banger. Hell yeah, Clicks, bro. I agree. Every match tonight really was a banger. They really hit the nail on the head. John Kenny, Melo just set himself up as a top heel in the company. I could see Trick versus Melo being a top mid-card match at WrestleMania. Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you wanted to do something like that, obviously, I think they'll main event Stand and Deliver, if you want me to be 100% honest. I know Ilya is the champion, but I think this story between Melo and Trick is a little bit bigger than whatever Ilya may do, at least on NXT. Like, obviously, Ilya going up to the main roster will have great stories to tell, but I do think that right now, Trick and Melo has to main event Stand and Deliver. I genuinely think that'll be the case. The duct tape spot was good too. Jacob, hell yeah, that duct tape spot. When I thought about like the idea of ripping duct tape off of your eye, like, dude, that shit hurts. That shit does not feel good. My first thing I said when the match was over, I told my friend I felt like I was watching a literal or a little Foley and a little Bray. Yeah, that's really what it felt like. Dijak, I think he encapsulates something, and I genuinely think there's something about that guy that just brings out the best in everybody that he wrestles. I don't care what anybody says. I genuinely believe that Dijak may be one of the best wrestlers on the roster. Jojo, honest question, is NXT worth watching? I haven't really watched since Black and Gold. I may eventually try NXT again. Yes, I will 100% say I was actually one of those same people. I wasn't a consistent watcher of NXT. Now it's become a part of my actual routine, so I watch it every Tuesday. And I will say this, yes, because you got to think, watching NXT right now, you get to see who's going to be on the main roster in the later years. You get to see what the talent is going to look like. And you get to see the idea of maybe who the next person could be. I know right now, Trick Williams is 100% somebody that the NXT universe is completely behind. They love him. But yeah, no, I definitely would say to check out NXT because it is worth watching. I genuinely think it's worth watching. I would start off at Stand and Deliver and have a continuation later during WrestleMania. They could do a lot with this. Yeah, they can. Especially, it all depends, right? Because they do have Melo coming up on, SmackDown and stuff like that. And then Trick obviously came up for a match, last week? I think so. Maybe not this past week, but the week before that, where he had a spot. And obviously, they seen instantly what it was like for Trick Williams when he came up to the main roster. That guy is money. Trick Williams, I don't care how you say it. I don't care what you say. That dude is absolutely money. He has money written all over him. It's just the truth. It is just the truth. Now, later on, we had Lyra Valkyria taking on Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship, and this match was outstanding. It was a match that I was waiting to happen because it's now going to continue the story with Roxanne Perez possibly turning heel because her and Tatum Paxley, they have this whole thing going on where Tatum Paxley is protecting Lyra Valkyria from Roxanne Perez. And it cost, at the end of the day, it cost Roxanne Perez the match. Later in the match, Lola Vice would come out and she would cash in her breakout contract. And I kind of seen this coming, especially because she beat Elektra Lopez. I want to say it was last Tuesday, beat Elektra Lopez. So, I mean, it was obviously eventually going to happen where she would then get, she would go out and she would do this. Now, what are they going to do moving forward with Lyra Valkyria? I don't know. I think, me personally, I think there's so many options that you can do with the women. When I think about it, like, the women are they're all over the place. I think Nikita Lyons definitely is. I know she has a program going on right now, but I do think that Nikita Lyons should be in this NXT Women's Championship conversation. And I'm not just saying that for anybody wondering or who knows who Nikita Lyons is. I'm not just saying that. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. But yeah, that match was good. After that, we had OTM and the family taking on one another. And I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. But OTM are amazing. Jacob Andrews, I can't read that. But everybody who wants to, yeah. Jacob, you're right. She is. Now, what does this mean with OTM and the family? I do think that now with obviously having Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin winning the tag team tournament, I do think that we will see Braun and Baron going to take on the family, which will be great because the family is great. They're fun to watch, dude. Watching the family, it feels like I'm watching like an episode of The Sopranos. And tell me if I'm wrong for that, but I genuinely think, like, I get this feeling of like, oh, I'm watching The Sopranos right now. They keep showing Roxanne looking at the WrestleMania sign. Could WWE be teasing something? Could she possibly be another signing between Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis? I don't know. That's John. That's actually a really good assumption because she was in the Royal Rumble, obviously. So there's a lot of things that I think you can do with Roxanne Perez, and then I got Solak in here. Melo just became the most hated man in NXT. Solak, I will 100% say I agree with you. I do believe that Melo did just become the most hated man in NXT. And what better way to get heel heat than just turn on your best friend? I'm just saying, I genuinely think that that's like the best way to get heel heat. They just capitalized on that shit. Baron smashes Braun over the back with the trophy because he chooses to sign with Raw, and Baron is jealous. I mean, that Solak. I don't think that happens, but I definitely like the idea. I don't know what they're going to do in that aspect. I feel like the tag match reminded me how good a great tag team. I cannot read for some odd reason. I felt like the tag match reminded me how good a great tag team, and I would be so excited to see them on the main roster. Yeah, absolutely. I want to say OTM, how good a great tag team is, and I would be so excited to see them both on the main roster. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. For some odd reason, I just could not read there for a minute. But yeah, no, absolutely. I would love to see them both on the main roster. Baron Corbin actually going back to the main roster, now looking at it, does intrigue me more than I once thought it did. Am I crazy for that? Am I crazy for thinking that Baron Corbin actually going over or back to Raw or SmackDown would be a much better run than what it once was before? I know he hasn't like really changed much since, but I think people are more behind him and he's more believable now in NXT. So seeing him on the main roster, I can imagine they could, Solak, you could be right. They could eventually take that to the main roster and tell that story up on the main roster. I like that idea. But yes, guys, back to what I was saying. Lyra Valkyria does actually retain her NXT Women's Championship, which, I mean, we all kind of seen coming. Now, in the middle of the show, I'm going to talk about something. There was a picture that popped up, And it was a tease to what many people think could be Okada or Julia. And me personally, I do believe it is Julia. I do think that Julia will be debuting in NXT here soon from NJPW. We will see. I'm a little in the cloud, so I'm not typing, right? Haha. Baron and Braun are exciting to watch as a team. Braun is a monster, but he's goofy. And this Baron is solid. Yeah, I agree. This version of Baron Corbin makes me happy as hell. This version of Baron is like everything that we want to see out of him, if that makes any sense. Like, this guy really does get it. He does, and he knows what he's doing. I love seeing Baron Corbin in this light. He definitely deserves it. Now, Dragon Lee and Oba Femi. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this solid wrestling match. Oba Femi's a beast. This dude has had like 5 wrestling matches and looks like a damn stud. Against somebody who is roundly perceived as one of the best in the world in Dragon Lee. Oba Femi is out there hanging with this guy as if he's wrestled 30,000 times. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying. It's insane. It is. It's crazy to think, like, oh man, Oba Femi just did all that. Like, dude, the spots he was doing in Dragon Lee made him look dominant. And I do, obviously, we give a big shout out to Dragon Lee because Dragon Lee is the one who did that in the idea of making him feel more dominant. And he just, yeah, man, I don't know what it was, but just outstanding stuff. And I love seeing it. Dragon Lee, I did think was going to win. I thought they would maybe just put the belt on Oba Femi just in the idea of like, hey, take this guy serious. Oba is a beast, bro. I think him and Gunther is a dream match. The beautiful picture of David Goliath between them was A1. Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. It was A1. Oba just, you take the guy serious, right? This guy is serious. You look at him and you're like, holy shit. Like this dude could beat the shit out of me, you know? But it's just insane. It is insane. And I love it. I love the good David and Goliath storyline in pro wrestling. And it did. It made it seem like I did. I thought Dragon Lee was going to come out of this with a win. He did not. Dragon Lee did take the loss in a very, very dominant loss. Like Oba, he didn't bury him, but man, for somebody who's only wrestled a couple times, I was like, holy shit, what are we doing here? And don't worry, guys, we will be talking about the main event. And we're just going to jump right into it because I know that's why the people who are watching. It's the main event. I talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but let's talk about the actual match. Let's talk about the match between Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams and what I thought. Call me crazy. 4 out of 5? 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5? Very close. Very, very close. Jacob Andrews said, I think if they worked it right down the road, we could see Oba as a tribal chief kind of run. You don't necessarily need a bloodline. Just keep the African village gimmick, you know? Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Easily. Jacob Andrews, very, very simple. Don't got to do too much. Now, obviously, he still has a lot of developing to do in NXT. So we'll see how he develops. I think he'll be great, and he'll be fine. Guys, we're going to talk about the main event. If you guys are new here, definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn the post notification bell on. I talk about wrestling every single day. Normally, these live streams are done with a buddy of mine who goes by the name of Ango. So if you guys watch Ango and support him, or if you're new here, go support Ango. Definitely go give him a big old like. Billy, I'm going to do some fantasy booking in the future. If WWE and TNA decides to take their supposed working relationship seriously, imagine Oba Femi versus Moose. That actually, John, I'm not going to lie to you, that ran through my mind more times than you'd actually think. I thought about that, and I thought about that the first time I seen Oba Femi. Was, man, he would be a great competitor against Moose. Moose Femi would be wild. Hell yeah, Jacob. That shit would be insane. Now, obviously, we'll see what happens with TNA and if they land a new TV deal and possibly land on the CW like NXT. Now, obviously, me and Ango have talked about this before, but if they do land on the CW, then there is a huge chance that you could possibly see somebody like Obafemi in TNA taking on a guy like Moose, which would just be money. Pure money. I love it. 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 That's great stuff. Now, again, feel free to subscribe, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm having fun. This is more fun than I actually thought it was going to be. I came on here not really having like an idea of how I was going to do this. I put it together last minute. I was like, okay, I'm going to try and go live. Because, again, you become used to doing things. David Decker, hey, Billy, remember me from Ango Stream? Also think WWE has played us all on Cody and Roman and Rock. David, yes, I know exactly who you are. David, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you in the chat all the time. It's nice. I'm talking to you guys. This is why I wanted to do this. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys, everybody from the Ango show to the people who follow me, whatever the case may be. I really wanted to come on here and talk to you guys, and let's talk about NXT together. That's really what this was. Again, I had no idea what to expect doing this live stream. I really didn't. Again, the original expectation was me and Ango were going to do this. He just had some other things going on. But I think I'm just coping. Jacob, I feel that 100%. I'm so sorry if you guys hear this airplane in the background. There is an airplane flying over my house. If you guys don't know, obviously you guys don't know. I was about to say if you guys don't know. If you guys don't know. Obviously you guys don't know. I live by an airport. But, yeah, no. I do believe that there has been some playing into Cody and Rock. And if you guys want my most recent video, I talked about it. Hashtag we want Cody. I stand by that. So to all the people who are like, oh yeah, Cody and Rock and Roman. I don't care. I don't want Rock and Roman. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to this live stream. I really do appreciate you guys. If you guys want, definitely feel free to subscribe. Also, you guys can drop a super chat if you would like. That's up to you guys. And just support the channel. Every dollar that I get goes right back into the channel. So I do appreciate you guys. We're going to be doing some cool things on the channel coming soon. Going live will be one of them. But let's get into the main event. Ilya and Trick Williams. Man, oh man, oh man, what a match between the two of them. A banger, like I said, about 4 out of 5 stars. I see some comments about Rock and Roman, so we'll talk about it a little bit more. I kind of figure you guys want to talk a little bit about Rock and Roman. Let's go ahead and talk about it. We'll talk about it on live. Jacob Andrew, I didn't believe it until I listened to another YouTuber and saw a lot of sign with Cody being shown tonight. Something big is going to happen. Yes, David, I will say that I do believe that something big is going to happen. What that may be, the Elimination Chamber, there's also WrestleMania in a triple threat match. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think we're being swerved here. I do. What I'm hoping is that Rock and Roman announce their match WrestleMania Las Vegas next year, if it's there. I don't know where WrestleMania next year. I've heard Minneapolis. I've heard that's where WrestleMania is going to be next year. You guys have to understand that WWE is now going for what market is going to pay them to come there. Because they obviously WWE's biggest selling point is that they are they're huge for the community. So people have to buy WrestleMania, pretty much is what it is. So WWE is definitely, they're going to go to whoever is the highest bidder. They did that with SummerSlam. They've done it. I think for the past 2 years. They know they're a hot commodity. They know how big they are. They offer like a week-long thing with these big 4 pay-per-views. They just offer so much. So definitely, I think I'm not sure if it'll be in Vegas. From my understanding, what I last heard is that possibly Minneapolis would be the city that it's taking place in, which if so, cool. I don't know if I've ever seen it take place in Minneapolis. So that'll definitely be a cool place for WrestleMania to go. Same thing with Philly. Philly, I mean, is one of the biggest cities in the world, and I can't remember the last WrestleMania that was in Philly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just not 100% sure. I can't think of when it was. I'm gonna look it up real fast. Let's go look this up. Let's go to Google. Has WrestleMania ever taken place in Philly? The second WrestleMania to be held in the city of Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania. Okay. All right, so 99's WrestleMania took place there. Excuse me. I'm apparently a dumbass. Did you all hear about the reported rumor? We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. I can't talk about that. You guys can chat about whatever you want. But yeah, no, we're not going to talk about that. That's tough, man. That's tough. No, none of that. None of that. If people are bringing that to the table, no. But let's shift gears back to where we were. The main event, it was outstanding. Carmelo being involved. We all seen it coming. The only time I've heard Ilya get booed, Trick is white hot, and Melo did a great job making me believe he wasn't going to turn, catching that spear, and he didn't pull anything during the match. It looked intentional, but vague enough. I wasn't sure. Yeah, so listen. So during the match, Carmelo did not look like he was going to turn on Trick Williams. I genuinely was not aware that he would. I do think that at Roadblock, I think is when it will be, Trick or Melo will eventually win the NXT Championship. I think it'll be Melo who wins it and then goes to Stand and Deliver. I don't know. I think you need to put that belt on Trick as soon as possible, and we need to get that ball rolling because that ball is important. But yeah, no, I'm very happy with the way tonight went. Very, very satisfied with how they pulled that. But no. Trick Williams and Ilya put on this great banger match. It was a lot of fun. It was exhilarating. There was blood involved. It was everything that you wanted out of this match, right? Now, the cool thing about it was that I genuinely thought Trick was going to win this. And Jacob, I see your post or your chat here. Melo let Trick have all the attention during the entrance too. He didn't try to go for the spotlight at all. No, he didn't. He didn't try to go to the spotlight at all. He really did not. And I love it. I love it 100%. It's amazing stuff. It's amazing stuff. I'm interested to see how they're going to play about this. Obviously, they had Carmelo turn. We knew that. We all seen that coming, but none of us thought about what happens next, especially if the title's not involved. The title felt like it needed to be involved. It did. It felt like it was going to be one of the most important things surrounding the idea of Trick and Melo. That obviously was not the case. And they ended up doing something completely different, and they swerved us again. It feels like I've been swerved again multiple times. My feelings are a little hurt, but I loved the ending of that match. We have 17 people in here right now, and I just want to say that you guys are absolutely all outstanding. I really just want to mention that 17 people for somebody like me is huge. The fact that I even get to sit in front of 17 of you, 16, however many are here, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. This is absolutely outstanding. I love this. So I'm going to let you guys talk. We'll disperse in the chat. But my thoughts on the ending of that match was it needed to happen. I'm glad it happened. Where are they going to go? It's up for debate. But let's talk in the chat. I'm not going to do too much diving. I'll just be answering questions and stuff like that. I didn't plan on coming here and being live for too long. I just wanted to go live and see what it's like. If you guys want, I'll go live again. Bobby, what's up, man? Just and the universe, you're doing amazing. Keep it up, my man. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. Melo costing Trick the title creates more heel heat and makes a bigger story. Yes, absolutely. I think it does. But my thing about that is that Melo didn't cost him. I mean, if you really think about it, like Trick kept going through the match. Like you can use the argument of the knee and stuff like that, and I understand that when he chopped him at the knee. But I mean, there's Melo who's gonna have a good argument for that of he got shoved into him, which he did. He did. So in kayfabe, what percentage is Trick going into the main event? 50%. He already had a busted lip. What you think? I do think that Melo Trick going into the main event is huge. Bobby, I see your post, or I see your chat. Do more live. Yeah, I do plan on doing more live content. It was an awesome show overall. James, absolutely, I agree. David, what do you think happens on Thursday during the press conference? Dude, the press conference is going to be wild. We'll talk about it on this channel, obviously. If you guys don't know, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. Yeah, I don't necessarily know. Obviously, I do understand right now that Rock and Roman will be going face-to-face. That is what they're promoting. They'll be talking, obviously, at this press conference. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be exhilarating. It's going to be exciting, no matter what, right? One thing I really want to let people know, and I want to mention to everybody, Juan, yes, please go live again. I try my best to catch you and Angle live on your reviews. Juan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I'm trying my best to keep up with all of you guys. I will try to go live more. I love it. I think it's fun. I love being able to talk to you guys. I feel like this is a good way to give back to you guys for all the support. You guys deserve to have your voices heard just as much as mine. Bobby said, I seen you on Angle. My man, we love Angle over here. Love Angle. That's my guy. Jacob, yeah, Melo didn't cost him. He just straight turned after the match. Nothing Melo did makes me say it costed the match. I want to stick to Trick. Just fell a little short in the gas tank. Wolf Dogs tore up. Hell yeah, Jacob. The Wolf Dogs did tear up. They tore up big. They did. You and Ango are awesome. I watch every time you guys are on. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. I do. I genuinely appreciate it. And I can imagine Ango feels the exact same way. So all of you guys, can you guys in the chat tell me if you've come from Ango's channel, or if you're on my channel? I would love to know. I would love to see. I really want to know who's coming from Ango's channel, because I gotta go and I gotta text Ango and I gotta thank him, because if you guys can't tell, I'm a very wholesome person. Billy, what if this was all-time plan to get Roman to sign the contract, then reveal that Cody was really his opponent all along? There's a lot of ways that they can go about it, David. I genuinely think that WWE has a plan. At the end of the day, they're going to do what it is that they choose to do. But I just feel like it's hard to get away from what Cody said on Friday when he said it's not happening at WrestleMania. It's really hard to get away from that, and how WWE can do it, or if they will do it, I don't know. But The Rock keeps saying that they're creating something magical. Brian Gerwitz went on his Instagram and said they don't even know, and it was a picture of Cody and Roman. I don't know. Melo is a great actor. He cost Trick the match. He just in advance, it was perfect. Yeah, I agree. It was perfect. It was great. I love that match. Juan said I came from Ango's channel. All right. We're going to see who all came from Ango's channel. So, again, guys, feel free to drop that down below. Let me know who came from Ango's channel. I'm from the Ango Show. Bobby, shout out to you. The Ango Show is cool, man. We love the Ango Show, and I do appreciate all you guys who have came here and supported me and all that. Yeah, I got on YouTube and respecting you and Ango, but I never type in his chat. You do a great job getting the comments and put on a good vibe. Yeah, no, I think that's the thing, is I really want to come on here and really talk to you guys and be able to, get your guys' thoughts and that's really what I want to do here. Now, obviously, this is just, if you guys can't tell, I'm a smaller channel than Ango, Ango obviously has a lot of comments always coming through, so it's hard to get to every single one. But for me, it's a little bit easier. I can get to you guys. I can talk to you guys, and you guys deserve to have your voice heard. I wonder what Cody's positioning will be tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna find out. They need to say something on Raw. Something has to happen on Raw. The first time I seen you and Ango do a live together, I immediately subscribed to you. Juan, shout out to you, man. You're awesome. Shout out to you, man. David, I came from Ango's channel. Appreciate you guys. Just Stay in the Universe, also from Ango. Shout out to you. Guys, Sweet Victory from SpongeBob will be played at the Super Bowl. Hell yeah, I seen a meme of that. I usually be on Ango's channel. I just subscribed to your channel last week. James, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Bobby, you have a good vibe. Dude, at the end of the day, I'm just a normal guy. I'm no different than you guys. At the end of the day, I'm just here giving out my wrestling opinion, and I feel like it's fair that we all do it together. This is my guy. This is who I was expecting at some point. Robin, my baby, what is up? Guys, if you do not know, Robin plays games. He's also a part of Ango's channel. Robin is absolutely outstanding. I love Robin. Me personally, I love Robin. Robin is the shit. Robin's fun. But yeah, guys, I really, if I'm going to, I'm not going to have like a schedule of when I'll go live by myself, but I will try to do it a little bit more frequently because I do want to go live and I want to talk to you guys. I really do. I think I just want to make everybody's voices heard at the end of the day. I really want to make all your guys' voices heard. You guys deserve it. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'm no different than you guys. Just thankful. That's all. You should use that whiteboard during stream. I don't know. Feel like, oh, Jacob, that's a good idea. Maybe I could do something with this. Maybe I could. Drop down in the comments what you guys think I could do with this whiteboard. I would love to know some thoughts. All their coaches, I smell Super Bowl for you guys next year. David, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for a Lions Super Bowl next year. It's bound to happen. It needs to happen. We've been waiting so long, dude. So, like I said, I believe it was somebody commented, or Robin said, oh, Robin, my guy. I appreciate you, man. You're awesome. But if me and Ango talked about it, seeing Cody get his WrestleMania main event just snatched from him was the same as the Lions losing the North. Or not losing the North, but the NFC Championship. Steelers versus Lions. I love that idea. I know the Steelers have a little bit of work that they need to do at the quarterback position. They have some things going on. Pee-wee, Ango. Okay. Pee-wee, you came from Ango's channel. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts about tonight's show. We've kind of got off track and we've just kind of talked. I really want to get your guys' initial thoughts on NXT Vengeance Day. Robin, welcome to Platinum. Oh my God, Robin. Robin, you did not have to. You did not have to do that, Robin. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. That is, what a damn guy. I never know how to take these kind of things. I appreciate you so much, Robin. Do like your star ratings if you want that cheap click or something, or super chats. I think if you just prep the whiteboard with a card and give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Jacob, I like that idea. I really do. Gifted 5 Billy memberships. Yo! Shout out to Robin. Gifted 5 memberships. That is sick. 5 others have joined. Bobby, Juan, Shamir. Oh my God. Am I on Kick? No, I'm not on Kick. I am not on Kick. Oh my God. Robin, brother man, you are outstanding. Billy, you and Ango are both awesome. I enjoy your shows. I can talk wrestling all day. Robin, again, thank you. John, I could talk wrestling all day. I could. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are absolutely outstanding. It really is crazy. Dang, I missed a potential one because you guys have to enable it. Damn. Oh, man. Thank you, Robin, for the gifted membership. Nice job, Robin. Robin is the man. If you guys do not know, Robin is always in Ango's chat, and he's always doing his thing. He is outstanding at what he does. Robin has made me feel very welcome because he's been a long-time member on Ango's channel. I really want to stress that. Robin has been a long-time member over on Ango's channel, and he instantly was one of the first people to like really make me feel welcomed over on that channel besides Ango himself. So, Robin, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But, yeah, guys, I want to get everybody's initial thoughts on what happened tonight. Let's talk NXT. Let's have this. Are you on Discord? Yes, guys. I will go right here if you guys would like. I have a Discord that you guys can join. Hold on. Robin, I'm just random as fuck. LOL. Yeah, Robin, you are random. Random as hell. I'm going to drop my... Yep, I do have a Discord, guys. I'm going to drop it in the comment section. Let's go. Let me copy it real fast. Let me copy it. All right. Yeah, because that's the whole thing is I really want to talk to all you guys. So I'm going to pin it at the top. If it lets me. Pin. Boom. There we go. All right. It's pinned. Yeah. Guys, if you want, go ahead and join the Discord because the Discord is that's where we can all talk. And that's what I really want to do. I want to be able to talk to you guys all the time. I don't want it to just be, here or something like that. I love the show. I thought the show was a bit flat. I'm going to need to watch it back, but the main event was fucking amazing. Yeah, so, Robin, I would suggest definitely watch Dijak and Joe Gacy because that match was insane. All of the matches really, to me, were insane. But Dijak and Joe Gacy, and then the main event obviously took the cake. Trick and Mello is like Edge and Christian, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, and Miz and John Morrison. Yeah, David, I agree. It is like the same thing. Like, it really is. It is 100% the same thing. And I want to say it was, I think Shawn Michaels may have tweeted something. Solak was in the chat earlier. He actually texted me something about it. I'd have to go back and look. I can't recall off the top of my head. But he definitely, he tweeted something about how, there would potentially be some type of turn. I can't remember. I have to go look. I really have to now. So, if you're in the chat, what happened? I think Gacy got potential to be the next supernatural or weird gimmick to be successful. Yeah, which I think, we can separate him away from Bray Wyatt or The Undertaker and he'll become his own thing. And as long as we can do that as fans, separate him from those two, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think his stuff will be absolutely outstanding and his work will be amazing. That's just the truth behind it. So I'm going through mine in Solak's text real fast. Let me see. No, so let me clarify. Shawn Michaels did not tweet anything. So this is from Humble Wrestling. He said HBK remixing another hit thing from his career, talking about Marty and himself and stuff like that. So that was always a bound thing to happen. But guys, you guys are absolutely outstanding. Again, if you guys want to join the Discord, I did pin it up there for you guys to join. We have 20 viewers in here, and the fact that I get to talk 20 of you is insane. I'm talking to 20 people. That's crazy. Mike, my man Mike is here and in the chat. He said this was best for business. Yeah, Mike, I agree. This was best for business. It needed to happen. They showed 5 faces of Gacy. Yes, they did. Joe Gacy is crazy. He's all of these different things. I love what they did with Joe Gacy. I personally thought it was amazing. And, dude, the crowd loves him. The crowd absolutely loves this guy. They cannot get enough of him. They really can't. John said Gacy was obviously copying Bray Wyatt when he was on the ring corners bending over backwards. Yeah, I think that's more of a tribute. I'm not sure if he copied him. I think that's more of a tribute. Obviously, Joe Gacy knows the character that he's playing. I think it's more of a tribute to Bray Wyatt than copying. Sean's booking is incredible, and how he can rewrite his own stories in those subtle undertones is beautiful. Jacob, I agree. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Did you guys notice during the Nathan Frazier segment they were talking about likes and dislikes, and he said it didn't matter, LOL. No, I did not see that. I missed that. Now Trick can't cry that Mello screwed. Mello put Trick in his place. Mike. That's awesome. That's awesome. WWE builds stars tonight. Obafemi, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, Roxanne Perez. So many great names. WWE is in great hands. I agree. WWE is in great hands. At what age did you start watching wrestling? This is to Billy and the chat. Guys, for me, Juan asked this question. What age did I start watching wrestling? I want to say it was 2005 is when I started watching, like really getting into it. I had obviously seen it. So I would have been 7 years old at the time in 2005. It was kind of right when the whole Eddie Guerrero thing happened, and then Rey Mysterio would go on to win the Royal Rumble, and they did that whole thing. But I actually stopped watching for a while. I stopped watching up until around 2016. It was that era from like 2012 to 2016 that it was just kind of hard to watch. I didn't like what the company was doing. Obviously, it sucks because it was right after the whole CM Punk Summer of Punk thing. Just in the Universe, 1997. That was probably the hottest time to start watching. That was probably the perfect time to start watching pro wrestling. I've told you guys about my stepdad. My stepdad, he was a big fan of the Attitude Era. He loved the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era, they said, was amazing when it was live. And I really have to hear about that. I want people to tell me, how was the Attitude Era live? Because we obviously see clips about it. I remember being a kid and watching Stone Cold and The Rock beer bash in the ring, and my parents were sending me to bed for school the next day. Just in the Universe. That is hilarious. Patrick Keller. Hey, Billy. I watched you for the first time with Ango. I love you and your takes. Keep going. Let's rock. Patrick, man, let's rock. You guys are absolutely awesome. Patrick, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you guys so much for just being here and supporting me in whatever way, supporting Ango. You guys are absolutely outstanding. My apologies, guys. I'm very I'm a thank you guy. I will thank you until the cows come home. Robin says, and I have joined the Discord chat. Robin, dude, you're the GOAT. Robin is the GOAT. I'm gonna make some Bitmojis and Robin, just the GOAT, man. We gotta give you one. I'm gonna make a GOAT one for you. Jacob Andrews, Juan, the OG Triple OG status. Damn. What did Juan say? Where's he at? I started in 1990, Warrior versus Hogan. I was 5 or 6. Damn. All right. Warrior versus Hogan. That's OG. Some OG stuff right there. That shit is awesome. We've completely gone off topic of what tonight's show was, but I love it. I'm just having fun. You're going live tomorrow with Ango. Yes, me and Ango will be live tomorrow, from my understanding, for Raw. I don't think I'm that much of a GOAT. Robin, I beg to differ. You're a GOAT. Mike, I'm in your Discord. Mike, shout out to you, dog. Shout out to you for being in the Discord. Robin, to say you're not that much of a GOAT, stop it. Stop the cap. Robin's out here capping to himself, talking like he's not the GOAT. Talking like he's not the GOAT is crazy. But you guys are awesome. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And Jacob, I am going to take you up on the whiteboard thing. I think I should do something with the whiteboard. If you guys can let me know what I should possibly do. Jacob had some really good ideas in the chat. And I'm really going to take you up on those because I really love that. Like I genuinely do. I should do something with this. And we're going to find a way to incorporate it. So if you guys have any quick ideas, drop them in the chat because I really would like to. Can I help you design your Discord a little bit? Jacob, please be my guest. Go ahead, and we will talk after stream. I definitely am a needer of. I started the Discord, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm just gonna be quick and honest. So, about 2 months ago, looking at it now, 2 months ago, I did nothing with pro wrestling. I was on YouTube and I talked about music. That's what I did. Now, suddenly, me and Ango had actually had a conversation on our own personal time, and we talked about, I was just, what should I do, blah, blah, blah. And he ran it across me. He was like, dude, like this, you love this, come do it. And Ango was actually the person who pitched the idea for me to come on here and do this. And I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm trying to figure out how to set it up. Obviously, I've never even experienced 20 viewers. This is all new to me. But yeah, no. So, just no less than 2 months ago, I had no idea exactly how I was going to do this or how I was going to take control of it. It's obviously grown to a place that I had no idea it was going to go to. So bear with me as I'm trying to figure things out and I'm trying to get it together. You guys are absolutely outstanding. David Decker, Cody Rhodes is the new People's Champion. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Just in the universe, I would love to go back in time just to watch Hogan and Andre live at Mania. That actually happened at the Pontiac Silverdome here in Michigan. Robin, the main event was my favorite match of the night. Ilya, when he makes it to the main roster, he's going to be a killer. Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is going to be a dog. Just Stay in the Universe, 100%. Cody is our People's Champ. Absolutely. Looking at wrestling storyline, see where they are leading to. Absolutely, David. I'll get your Discord looking right. Ango in real life. You should style content if you're close. Yeah, the real life of it is, yes, Ango and I are actual friends. That's how we ended up doing what we were doing together. Is, yes, we are actually real life friends. Real life friends. He's a really good guy, so I love seeing the support that guy gets. He's absolutely outstanding. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, just genuinely thankful for you guys. But Trick and Mello is going to be fire. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. But I'll probably stay on another 5-10 minutes, talk with you guys a little bit, see what you guys comment. Let's talk a little bit. Bobby, I've been a wrestling fan since 1978. Holy shit. Bobby, somebody get this man. Holy shit. 1978. Let's fucking go, Bobby. Let's fucking go. This guy knows pro wrestling. Use the whiteboard for WWE storyline where they are leading to. David, okay. All right. Now I see what you're saying. It's a good idea. Maybe we should do one of those little put like in the middle where it should go, and then the little outlines of what's. I like that. Be rushing, but I love to see Ilya carry that belt, and he's had outstanding matches with Gunther already. Exactly, he has. Him and Gunther are absolutely outstanding. Use the whiteboard and do some Charlie Day conspiracy timeline shit. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Mike, Trick got what he had coming to him, thinking he was the man and not the sidekick. Mello blaming the fans for making Trick's head get all big. Mike, I see you in Ango's chat, and I have to say, you love the bad guy, and I'm a fan of it. I gets down. Are you going to be getting WWE 2K24, and what are your thoughts on Tiffany Stratton? Okay, Juan, that's a really good question. I do plan on getting 2K24 because me and Robin actually have to go up one-on-one against each other, so that's something that we're going to have to do. I suck at video games. So Robin actually asked Bobby what his favorite wrestling match of all time is. That's a really good question. What is your guys' favorite wrestling match of all time? Let's just have that conversation. Pee Wee says, WWE fan since 99. Great time. Got to see a lot of people break into the business at that time. The Edges of the world, obviously Randy Orton was only a couple years later. Who else? Rey Mysterio, all those guys. Robin plays games. Hell yeah. Yeah, Robin, we do. We have to go one-on-one against each other. That's something that's just going to have to happen. Now, my thing is I'm not all that great, but we'll see. We're just going to need to talk about why you got why you got to betray Ango just like how Carmelo did. Yeah, no, I am. I'm going to have to turn on Ango. He doesn't know it yet, so everybody don't tell him. Don't tell him. We're not going to tell Ango what's happening. But yeah, I'm going to power bomb Ango. Cody versus Seth, Hell in a Cell was my favorite. That's a very interesting match. But yeah, absolutely. A good bad guy is always the good guy in his own mind. Ain't that right, Mike? Ain't that right? I love it. I could teach you, bro, if you join me. Yeah, Robin, I will definitely join you. I already pre-ordered 2K24. Look at that. It comes out right around my birthday time, actually. My birthday's in March. So I will be buying it. I want to say that the last few years have been putting on some crazy matches from a lot of promotions, some really contenders for favorites. I agree. I genuinely do. I think the last couple years has been like outstanding with matches. One match that comes to mind, if you guys want me to be 100% honest with you, it's an AEW match. My favorite match, probably of the last, I'll say, 10 years was Punk and MJF in the dog collar match. I loved it. Bobby Reyes, it was big. John Studd versus Hulk Hogan. Maybe. WWE fan 2001. Pee Wee. All right. I've been a fan since 1973 when I was 3 years old. My uncle came over to the house on his lunch break at work, and my mom cooked for him. He turned Memphis Wrestling on TV. I've been hooked since. Memphis Wrestling. I am a big studier of everything pro wrestling. I watch Dark Side of the Ring. Like I try my best to indulge into the older wrestling. So, if you guys, Memphis Wrestling was huge back in the 70s. Juan says Brett versus Owen, WrestleMania 10. Eddie versus Ray Halloween Havoc, 97. Any Trish versus Lita match. Yeah, people slept on those Trish and Lita's matches, man. People don't realize they were the first women to main event a Raw. Very cool stuff. Billy, once you get 2K24, you must finish the story. Hashtag we want Cody. Yeah, I'm finishing the story. Also, what a crazy-ass year it has already been for wrestling in 2024. Robin, this feels like one of the craziest years already, and we're only a month in, a month and a couple days. It's insane how fast things are moving. It really is. I cannot believe it, and I'm just completely, utterly shocked with how fast things are going. One thing that I want to say is that there's going to be a lot told with the Cody, Rock, Roman thing. There's going to be a lot told. The first wrestler I watched was Jerry the King Lawler. He was my first favorite. Dude, how is it watching him on commentary? How did you feel when you seen him on commentary? Because obviously he was a wrestler first and a promoter as well. Robin talking about I know, bro. I know, bro. Shit's crazy. That shit is insane. But yeah, no, I'm so this year is it's like, dude, what are we doing? It feels like it's going to be over soon. 2024 is moving quick. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting time, man. I will tell you guys that. Jacob Andrews, I think I messaged you on Discord. Bet, Jacob, I'll answer it after this stream. Jimmy Snuka coming off the cage onto Morocco. Oh, my God. Wow, Mike. Woo! I saw Ricky Starks say the only person he talks to is Cody, maybe Danielson. I seen that as well. I actually talked about that in one of my videos. Yeah, from my understanding, that may be a real thing. I don't know. But it's crazy. Bobby says you better not. My favorite match is Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Championship. Ooh, Robin, fire. Woo! Oh, shit. I shook my desk. Shit. My bad if I cuss a lot. My bad. But Robin, yeah, that's a fire match. Black and Gold had some fucking bangers, dude. Like, them shit smacked. They really did. They were the shit. Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano. Come on now. One of my favorite matches is Killshot Swerve versus Air Fox, 3 Stages of Hell or whatever match. Okay. All right. I love that. Ciampa versus Gargano, another classic. Absolutely. Wouldn't see my favorite, but it's a good match that sticks out. Absolutely. Robin, I remember cheering so hard for Gargano to win. Yeah, no, the Black and Gold, man, there was just something special about that. There was really, really something special about Black and Gold, thinking about the Undisputed Era, thinking about Tommaso, thinking about Aleister Black, thinking about all those guys. What a time, man. NXT has completely evolved, and now that we're back here on NXT, we'll talk about it. NXT has completely evolved into something that, not many people expected it to be. Obviously, they ended up changing it to NXT 2.0, and nobody was really sure exactly what was going to happen. The whole Vince thing, it felt wrong. And then suddenly they revamp it. Now they keep the idea of NXT 2.0, but also the idea of NXT Black and Gold, and it's just outstanding. COVID almost killed NXT. I didn't know what 2.0 was other than a reset to what we have now, which is like black and gold, but with a nice detailing and buff job. Absolutely, Mike. I thought it was. It was. And people hated on the shit and the colors. I didn't mind it. I would never miss a single takeover show live ever, Robin said. Yeah, no, the Bailey Sasha shit, dude. That's another one that comes to mind. Imagine if Rock wins at WrestleMania and then reveals it was Vince. It was me all along. Jesus. Honestly, I always felt Jerry Lawler's best wrestling years was in Memphis Wrestling. Eventually, they merged with WCCW, and his feud with Kenny Von Erich, was gold champion versus champion. Yeah, no, that shit. If you guys haven't seen the new movie yet, The Iron Claw, go check it out. If you guys don't know anything about the Von Erichs, go check that shit out, dude. That movie was outstanding. I loved it. I'm plugging my phone in. My phone died. My phone died while we're on stream. Over here chit-chatting and shit. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. You guys are shit. Again, I had no idea I was going to do this and suddenly got 120. Me and Ango originally planned on doing this ourselves, like I said earlier in the stream. But yeah, fucking hell. That's a nightmare, David Decker. Yeah. I agree. NXT 2.0 was too bright, but seeing AEW go on to a dark to cover up how empty arenas are, I kind of get why they want to show off the crowd. I still haven't seen the Iron Claw. Robin, it should be on HBO Max. In 20 watching, I'd say your solo stream was successful. Good shit, Billy. Kill it. Jacob, thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. You guys are the fucking shit, bro. WWE Wrestling 18. When he transitioned to commentary in WWE, I wasn't surprised because he was always on the mic in Memphis Wrestling. Yeah. Jerry the King Lawler. Did you hear about Rossi Agawa got fired by Stardom and is heading to WWE? Me and Ango actually talked about that. Yeah, me and Ango actually, we did. We spoke about that. So yes, I have heard about it. I have. Interesting to see what will happen there. I did see that, though. I did. But, guys, I do think I'm going to call it a night. It is almost midnight my time. We've been on here for a little under 2 hours. And I just really want to say, thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in and just being here, a part of my stream and what I'm doing. It is awesome having you guys around and stuff like that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Absolutely. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. I genuinely, I don't know what to say about it. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be talking to you later. Peace.